New beginnings, the first few weeks.
Developmental stages.
Jill Connell is a mother of 3, a primary school teacher and co-author of Moving to Learn. She mentors the active movement philosophy developed and promoted by Spark.
Now Scarlett's with us and she's a beautiful baby. We really want to get you understanding that she's not going to break, and right from the very beginning of life we really need them to be starting to move. She's born with about 100 billion brain cells in her brain, but they're just isolated little brain cells that aren't connected to other brain cells. So the most important way that she's going to grow pathways that connect these neurons is by moving or encouraging her to move, and also to give her a lot of sensory stimulation. So because you can see what I'm doing here, I'm just playing with the bottom of her foot, and that's teaching her that she actually has feet, and that because she's getting a sensory message that's being transported back to her brain, and every time I do something like that, that's encouraging pathways to start to develop.
Massage assists with sensory awareness.
What I'm doing just with Scarlett is we're just going to touch her in a quite a firm way, and so that she's learning about the length of her body, and that her body has a beginning and an end. And you can see when I'm touching her that I'm actually just moving my hand quite firmly down to her body and extending her so that she feels her length. Okay. And when you do massage a baby, it's important to actually not take your hands off the baby, but keep your hands constantly on, so otherwise they frighten quite easily.
All babies are born with many primitive reflexes, which help them survive the first few months of life. One of the most important ones at this stage is the palmar reflex.
When she's feeding, and how she actually established her sucking reflex is by pulsing her hands like that. So while she's doing that, what that's doing is actually causing this to happen.
Mothers can massage the palms of babies' hands quite firmly to strengthen the sucking reflex and assist with breastfeeding. It'll take some time, however, to effect a change. Another important area to stimulate from birth onwards is the vestibular system, or our balance.
But you see, I'm supporting her head here. And she's actually used to being in that position. And she's quite happy.
She is, actually.
See, I'm supporting her neck. And I'm holding her under her hips here. And I'm just going to gently, very slowly, don't want to give her a fright, tip her upside down.
No, she definitely seems happy doing that.
And well, that's because she's been in that position for such a long time that it's actually quite normal for her to be in that position. And so you can do little things like this with her. She's quite happy.
She's very happy.
But you can see how slowly I'm moving her.
So you're not going to startle her.
If you do it fast, she will startle, and also doesn't give the brain time to take in the sensory message. But she's really enjoying that. Do you like that, Scarlett?
A beach ball is a great investment for baby.
What this is doing is this is giving her fantastic tummy time, which is something that we need to do right from the very beginning as well. But it's also giving her wonderful vestibular stimulation, and she's just loving
she's very relaxed.
She
can be rolled the other way too.
How's that, Scarlett?
So is it a good idea to do something like this every day with her?
Every day, and it's important to actually start right from birth, really. Because we have this perception that they don't look very comfortable when they're on their tummies when they're tiny. So we wait till they're a wee bit older. But the thing is that their head grows so quickly that that's actually the heaviest part of the body. So the longer you leave them, the heavier the head is, and the harder it is for them to lift up.
When babies are awake, it's important to spend time on their tummy or side, now that babies are sleeping on their backs and prone to flat heads.
Even lying her under her play gym when she's a little bit older, and just lying her on her back like that. You just roll a little towel up or something underneath there so she's actually wedged on her side. Then you get her lying on that side, and then you can do it on the other side as well. It's also important for eyes to do that as well, because you know, when you're breastfeeding you're changing sides, so you're actually changing which eye she's looking out as well. So if you're a bottle fed baby, you don't get that. So what we'll just point out is that if you are bottle feeding your baby, it's important that you actually do change sides. Tummy time is all about getting down on the floor and actually interacting with your baby, not just putting her on the floor and going and hanging out washing, right?
Okay.
Because some babies will only like tummy time for as little as 10 seconds.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that's good. That's good.
And that's enough.
And let's just, but while we're down there, let's roll a little ball in front of her eyes or play with her feet like I was doing before.
And then there's the scooter board.
It's quite nice because, once again, the baby gets that lovely movement of just gently moving through space. It's all right. And we just lie on her tummy.
Yeah.
Bring her wee hands up there.
Okay.
So she's nice and supported.
Yeah.
And we can just move gently her around. Might have to support her just in case she does a big push.
Yeah.
And she really is enjoying that.
So how has Christine found this information?
Yeah. I'm just absolutely amazed at how happy she seemed doing all those exercises.
Yeah.
And just all the things I actually can do with her, even though she's only 3 weeks old. So that's fantastic.
People are meant to move, and they're meant to move right from the very
Yeah.
beginning. So, I think it's just an educational thing, really, learning about the kinds of things we can do with our babies.
Yeah, definitely.